Hello everybody, welcome back here to franktortorici.com. Today I want to cover the breakfast of champions. So many times I get emails and requests on what to eat. Obviously we always have heard for eons that starting the day is your most important meal with breakfast, but if you actually break down that word, breakfast, and cut it in half, you're looking at break fast. So that's a really simple concept when you think about that. We're breaking a fast. We've been sleeping all night, and the first thing you really should introduce into your body in the morning is H2O, water, simple. So many people wake up, go right to the coffee pot, go to the pastries, etc., the bacon and eggs and all that acidic stuff early in the morning. And, again, your stomach is just waking up, so it's not ready for that type of stuff. So what I recommend, definitely first thing is, at least 12 ounces of water, and then even hot water with lemon is really good for waking up the intestines and so forth. So, for breakfast today, I've put together, I'm going to try and get this to you here, this is the cereal here I've got together. It's an all raw cereal. At this point right here with no milk, it is vegan, minus the bee pollen. So for raw vegans that are cool with bee pollen, you got that in there for an extra added source of protein. And then obviously for paleo heads and meat eaters and all that, we'll get to the milk after. So what's in it? Well, for starters, I've got this going on here. This is a company called Go Raw, and it's 100% raw organic granola. And this here on my left is the apple cinnamon, and then here is the chocolate granola. Both have very similar ingredients: sprouted organic buckwheat, sprouted organic sunflower seeds, organic dates, sprouted organic sesame seeds, organic coconut, organic hemp seeds. This one has organic apples. Obviously this one does not. This has organic cacao. This one does not. This has organic vanilla. This one does. And this has organic orange oil, and this one does not. And then they both have Celtic sea salt. So, and they both, I don't know if you can see that there, the tagline, they do not have agave nectar. There's just way too much conflicting information out there about agave nectar. So, if you want to go with anything sweet, the best things for you to use are raw honey, yacon syrup, maple syrup, things like that. I think they even have coconut tree sap as well to sweeten up. So we really want to avoid the agave. What I have also added to this is just cacao powder. Cacao powder is loaded in iron, magnesium, antioxidants. It is chocolate at the end of the day. So I like adding this to the cereal for an energy boost. You will not get the caffeine jolt from raw cacao. It does make you alert and awake, which is obviously a good thing to start your day. So I add that to the cereal. I know you guys are going to think this is a little weird, but I personally think heat, spice, and chocolate go really well together, so I sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper in mine, okay? And then also I add some cinnamon, organic cinnamon. Here is the bee pollen. Again, bee pollen is one of the highest easily digestible proteins you can find on the planet, so anyone that is looking for an extra protein boost to their meals, or anyone that's even deals with allergies, I highly recommend supplementing with bee pollen all year long. You want to help build your immunity during the winter months, so when spring and summer hit, you actually have more of an immune building system towards the airborne pollens in your local area. So it is important to get local bee pollen if you can. If you cannot, just getting bee pollen in itself will help raise the immune stream towards allergies, okay? And then as you saw in there, I had strawberries. I just went to the farmer's market yesterday, diced some organic strawberries, and then I add just a few organic frozen raspberries just to give it a little different texture and a little bit of a different flavor. What else do we have here? Oh, and then if you guys are trying to stay vegan or are vegan, then almond milk, a raw, fresh-made almond milk will be your best bet, or a raw coconut water. Your second and third, your next best choices from the raw state would be a hemp milk or an almond milk out of the carton, and that's or a rice milk. I would avoid soy milk at all costs, just because soy is so genetically modified, and eating a lot of it can really raise estrogen levels in men. Not a good thing. You see the man boobs, lowers the testosterone. Women, too high estrogen could cause cancer. So as far as I'm concerned, soy should be cut out of everyone's diet, period. And then for people like myself that are not all vegan, this is hands down the best milk you can find. It's called raw grass-fed cow milk from a company called Organic Pastures. And I know people viewing this that do not live in the state of California cannot get this. So if you do not live in California or any other of the few states where it is legal to get raw milk, then I would definitely go with the hemp milk or the almond milk, or make the almond milk, or crack a coconut open. Drinking pasteurized milk is completely toxic to the body. It's very inflammatory, creates a lot of mucus and allergies. Any type of pasteurized dairy should completely be eliminated from everyone's diet. So this is the raw skim milk. They have raw whole milk as well. They make a kefir, a colostrum pint-sized milk, raw creams. They make cheese, butters. Massive endorsement deal here, but it is what it is. The product speaks for itself. So this is what I use in my cereal, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and then as you can see here on the top, this glob here, I put about 1 big tablespoon of raw almond butter in there too, just to give it a little bit of a different consistency and texture. So as you can see in that meal, I've got a gang load of antioxidants, and a gang load of protein, and a gang load of omega-3 fatty acids. So that is a balanced breakfast right there. And you know, in the fitness realm of things, we always want to start getting the protein and the fats in, especially to burn in our workouts later in the day. I just feel personally, for me, you know, I do eat animal, but I do believe animals should be put into the body at different times throughout the day. And I know I mentioned milk, but I'm talking flesh itself is a lot harder to digest, especially first thing in the morning, opposed to milk, or even a poached egg for that matter, or a scrambled egg is a smarter move than having steak and eggs, you know, or any of that chicken, turkey. I really do not subscribe to that theory of having those animal-based proteins, those heavy acid-forming proteins first thing in the morning. So getting more of an alkaline-forming meal through the protein and the fat is a wise way to go. And then with this, accompanying with this, I always drink a organic peppermint tea from Yogi with a squeezed lemon in there. So again, the hot water, the citric acid, and the lemon, the peppermint, all aids in digestion and helps me assimilate and break this down. Aside from the food, I take a couple of papaya enzymes as well. None of us chew our food properly, so it is very important to break down all of these vital nutrients that we take so much time to search for, invest our money into, so we might as well absorb and get the most out of each meal and nutrients that we take in through these types of vital foods. So that's pretty much it. This is the Breakfast for Champions. And you know, you can always do a juice in the morning as well, but I always find for myself just having a juice and then going to hit a pretty intense workout, I do not really feel as sustained and strong. I feel like I need the added fat and protein. And I try to eat this a good 3 hours before I even think of going to hit up a workout, just so I know I've digested a good amount of it and I'm not going to suffer with nausea or cramping or anything like that. So again, if you guys have not subscribed me on YouTube, it is free. Please click the subscription button. You can email me at franktortorici.com, and you can also check me out on Facebook, Twitter, createyourhealth.com, nextgen.com, ihealthtube.com as well. So again, please pass these videos along to your family and friends. If anybody else is looking for more personalized attention, please feel free to email me and we can set up a free consultation for you guys. I want to thank you for your time. Peace and love.